Well, good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex.
And I'm Jay.
And we are from the Thaiger. And we have some news updates for you from around the land of smiles and beyond to ASEAN this Wednesday, December 4th. But before we get into it, please do like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel out. Now, today we will be talking about a daring underwear thief in Phuket, the future of gay marriage in the land of smiles, and a little later, the outbreak of martial law and then its reversal in South Korea.
Right.
But first, we're going into our first story where a fire has destroyed an iconic ship hotel on Koh Chang. A massive fire engulfed Koh Chang's iconic abandoned ship hotel, the Koh Chang Grand Laguna, on December 3rd. That was yesterday. The blaze, fueled by wooden structures and strong winds, has consumed about 50% of the landmark, making containment efforts by over 50 responders challenging. Reportedly starting during welding repairs, the fire has spread from the ship's stern to upper decks, with authorities estimating days to fully extinguish it. Built in 1992, the unique ship-like hotel once thrived but was abandoned due to financial issues. No casualties were reported, and investigations into the fire's cause are pending. Quite a sight.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it was abandoned, so I guess we made out okay. But yeah, I don't know.
Don't you love the idea of a boat hotel?
I do. Yeah.
It's like going on a cruise, except it doesn't move.
Right. Yeah, you get all of the cramped, confined conditions of a ship, and none of the sightseeing.
Perfect for people who get seasick.
Yeah, I guess there's
Surrounded by green screen, the entire hotel.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah. There you go. At least you might be able to see something that way. Yeah. Anyways, I assume there's a reason why it was abandoned. But yeah, bummer. Maybe.
Do you think it was man-made fire? Do you think it was sabotage, or was it a
welding repairs going on at the time? But yeah, obviously it was a wooden structure, so it's instant accelerant in that way. But could have been maybe an insurance play. Who knows? It's pure speculation. I have no idea. These
allegedly,
are
Alex.
nobody. I'm not even alleging it. I'm just thinking about it. That's it.
So even thinking about it is not allowed.
Come on. I think it's fine. But yeah. Anyways, I've seen too many movies.
Our next story is regarding a Phuket woman who exposes an underwear thief. A Phuket woman has publicly called out a man for repeatedly stealing her underwear for inappropriate purposes and later returning it to her clothes rack. The victim, who resides in Samkong neighborhood, I actually know that neighborhood, shared her ordeal with the Phuket Times, hoping to shame the perpetrator into stopping. A video shows the man stealing and concealing underwear before returning it. Now, while some commenters mocked the thief's audacity, others criticized the victim for drying her garments outside. Suggestions ranged from applying deterrents like pepper to taking legal action, though it's unclear if authorities have been involved. I guess it's safe to say that he's in a sticky situation.
Oh, good God. I think it's funny that he stole them, used them for whatever purposes, and then returned them. He thought he was pulling a fast one and getting away with it.
Yeah.
And this lady probably is just coming back to her clothes rack like, where? This isn't where I hung them up. Yeah, I don't like the victim blaming here. I think you can dry your clothes wherever you like and hopefully live without fear of somebody doing this to you. But yeah, publicly shamed, publicly named. We'll see.
One of our commenters, icing in my car, says Captain Underpants was his name, I believe.
Indeed. Secret identity exposed.
They're still investigating it, so I love how the story says, he allegedly took the underwear for inappropriate reasons.
Yeah.
And not just to look at it.
Appreciating the art of it. Also, I like that people recommended that use deterrents like pepper. I'm not sure exactly
just
how
put pepper on your underpants
what
and
does
they won't
that
steal
even
it
mean?
again.
And where are you supposed to hang your clothes if not outside? I don't know.
Anyways, I hope this story does come out more in Thai media and they label him as the Sticky Bandit.
What is with you and Sticky in this story?
Just saying.
I need to take a shower after that one. Moving on, we have a little bit of a controversy at a cannabis retail chain that is now facing extortion allegations. Two former employees of a cannabis chain in Thailand have accused managers and an HR officer of false embezzlement claims, extortion, and physical assault. CCTV footage shows the HR officer slapping a worker during a heated exchange, reportedly linked to allegations of embezzlement during a promotional campaign. Employees were allegedly forced to pay compensation of up to 100,000 baht or sign guilt-admitting documents under threat of resignation. The HR officer defending her actions claims she has evidence and denies coercion, asserting the payments were voluntary. The incident is under investigation with no further updates yet from Thai authorities. You can't be slapping your employees no matter what the accusations are that are flying. But
you definitely can't slap your employees. I know that firsthand.
Yeah.
But point being, although you can get away with it in Thailand.
Yeah.
Like that video would spark outrage, and that employee would get a huge settlement. Not so much in Thailand.
Yeah. Apparently, this is like, authorities really like to de-escalate situations to the point where, like, okay, what damage was really done? Are you okay? She's okay. Everybody calm down. Rather than like extending legal battles. In the U.S., we would be gunslingers in the courtroom trying to get as much money out of it as possible.
But then again, look, obviously, when someone puts their heart and soul in a business and they feel like someone's embezzled or like taken money away from their business or them, they're going to be outraged and act in an angry way. But like that person said, maybe it isn't.
Yeah.
So I guess they're going to have to get to the bottom of it. But yeah, attacking that person on camera, not a smart way to go on about it.
Yeah, apparently they have evidence, and then if they have evidence, just bring that evidence to the authorities, and it should take care of itself. But anyways, now the employees have something to clap back on, even if they were guilty of it.
That's why I make sure that there are no videos in the video team.
Yeah.
We have a private room here, and that's why there are no cameras.
Indeed. We make sure of that so we can harass as much as possible in here. Jokes. All right.
All right. Moving on to our next story, which is regarding the Thai Prime Minister expects fishermen's return from Myanmar. The Thai Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra stated her government is negotiating with Myanmar for the release of 4 Thai fishermen captured for trespassing in Myanmar's waters. Now, the fishermen detained alongside 27 Myanmar nationals are reported safe. The Thai Navy acknowledged the incursion but criticized Myanmar's use of force, which reportedly led to 1 death and 2 injuries. Myanmar's military confirmed the detention, denying any intrusion into Thai waters, and emphasized ongoing diplomatic communication. Thailand maintains relatively warm relations with Myanmar despite the latter's contentious human rights record.
Yeah, this story frustrates me a little bit. Okay, so Thailand, yes, they incurred into Myanmar's water. But this happens all the time in South China Sea and like other bodies of water around here. Usually you get escorted out. The Burmese fleet opened fire right away. So people abandoned ship and like jumped into the water. 1 man drowned, unfortunately. And this is something where, there is no diplomatic incident here because Thailand is kind of like rolling over and taking it, it appears, and just trying to guarantee the safety and return of the other people. But at the same time, it's like somebody, like a Thai national died. Like, this is not an okay situation. And the Burmese or the Myanmar junta is, these are policies that they're enacting, a shoot first and ask questions later thing.
Technically, it is the Burmese waters, and they don't know who's in that boat. And yes, do they need to act with such force? Probably not. But in their waters, they have a right to. It's much more difficult in the sea. Like, there's no line kind of saying, "Hey, do not cross this border here." And I don't think it's a matter of just like they're probably like kilometers into the Burmese waters. Yeah,
again, like it's a tough situation, but at the same time, fishing boat, like not a military vessel that is identified, and they didn't try to identify the ship before they opened fire. And
True.
Could have been your own fisherman for all you know, and it was full of like most of the fishermen on the boat were actually Burmese nationals too. So but I guess they are fighting a war with themselves, so that makes a little bit of sense. Just unfortunate. Anyways, on to our next story. Happier days. Thailand is set to legalize same-sex marriage in the coming weeks. Thailand will officially legalize same-sex marriage this month, becoming the 3rd region in Asia after Taiwan and Nepal to do so. The marriage equality bill, endorsed by the Royal Gazette on September 24th, takes effect on January 22nd, next month, granting same-sex couples the right to legally marry. Preparations include updating marriage registration systems, removing gender-specific terms, and training staff nationwide. The law applies to individuals aged 18 and older, with guardian consent required for those under 20. Broader legal revisions aim to ensure equal rights for same-sex couples in areas like surrogacy, nationality, and gender recognition. Yeah.
Yay! I mean, we've been talking about this for like the last 6 months, I believe.
Indeed, yeah, but it's just like building up to it, hyping up, you know, like.
Yeah, it's like Thailand's gonna approve it. Thailand's gonna do this. Like, let's go, guys. Come on, let's do it.
We have a date now. Like that's the thing. So it's been like it was Parliament, then the Royal Gazette endorsed it, and now we know exactly when it's coming into play.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. You gotta wait for the date. It's actually gotta happen, and then I think we should talk about it because Thailand's never reversed any decision that they've made before.
I mean, everybody's on board though. Like once you get that monarchical seal of approval, it's usually moving forward. So and now, like I said, it's news. We got a date, so there's something to look forward to, so people can start making their plans. Vacation plans to Thailand in high season to get married.
They're gonna do it on the day.
Yeah, I think it'll be that'll be huge on that day for sure.
Great for lawyers,
not just for Thai people,
divorce
but
lawyers.
Maybe people that live live nearby in other countries that cannot get married. I'm curious to know how this will work with foreign nationals that might want to come here and seal the deal
you
as
could
well.
be legally married in a country, but then your own country doesn't recognize it. That's a bit strange, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
But then
how
maybe
that
they
works.
have the benefits in Thailand, right? You could have that. Like, let's say you have a Thai partner, but you're, I don't know, Swedish. If Thailand recognizes your marriage, you can own property, you can have banks, you can have this, you can have the marital, tax cuts or benefits.
Yeah.
And that's good enough, I guess. Better than not having any rights in maybe Sweden. I don't know if it's legal. I don't even know if it's legal in Sweden or not. But I'm just saying, pick any country, foreign country. That is,
the point stands. But anyways, congratulations to the LGBTQ community here in Thailand.
There we go. Fat Vinny DeBully says, "Oh my God, finally, can't wait."
Woo! Oh, by the way, side note, heard a funny story today. So one of the singers from the Village People clapped back on the concept of YMCA being a gay anthem and defended Trump's use of the song during his rallies and things like that. And he defended it in the funniest way. Like, look, just because the song was like written by a gay guy and we have like some gay members in the Village People and gay community took it on as a major anthem for decades doesn't mean it's a gay song. It's a weird way to defend it.
It could just be a song.
Yeah, it can be for sure.
Maybe he should have just not said anything.
Yeah, but it was a silly defense because it's a pretty gay song. Let's be real.
Is it? I never once thought of it as a gay song until this moment right now.
What?
Yeah.
Guys, back me up in the comments. YMCA has a very long history of being a gay anthem. 100%. Yeah. Larry, it's a gay song.
What?
Sing in my car. It's pretty gay.
I swear to you, this is the first time I've ever thought of YMCA as a
Seriously?
gay. Yeah, I've never. It's never been
Live it under a
theme
rock.
song here.
Aussie Stew. Oh, Jay.
Dude, I swear, I love YMCA. My
Me
point is-
too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't.
You've been no wonder you've been getting such looks in the club, huh? You've been really into it.
What, dude? This is the first time because in Thailand the gay in Thailand the gay theme song is "If I Was Afraid, I Was Petrified."
Sure, there's plenty of gay anthems, dude. Yeah.
Oh, there are.
Yeah. It's Raining Men. What else?
It's Raining Men, definitely.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's plenty.
YMCA is a gay anthem?
Bro.
Wait, Jason, did you know this?
Yeah. Even Jason knew it.
Tan, did you know this? What? Dude.
Oh,
How
Jared
have I
G.
missed this?
Shout out to the Wayne's World reference. Thank you very much. Love that. They wind up at a gay bar singing YMCA. I love it. They're all young man. There's no need to. Oh, all right. We gotta get some karaoke over. Oh God,
I never actually listened to the lyrics properly.
Young man. Yeah, it's all about young man. Anyways, that was a fun diversion.
That's changed everything now. Anyways, moving on to our next story. Let's talk about monks. As Monk's clever eyebrow fix enables payment. What?
What does that mean?
All right.
Go in.
Right. Monks have money troubles too, because a monk in Thailand overcame a welfare payment glitch when inventive store staff used black adhesive tape to create a makeshift eyebrow, allowing a facial recognition system to verify his identity. The issue arose because the system couldn't recognize the monk's eyebrowless appearance, a result of Buddhist practices. Shared on Facebook, the clever fix quickly went viral, amassing nearly 8,000 reactions. Photos of the incident showing the monk's temporary taped eyebrows and staff laughing at the workaround highlight the humorous yet serious challenges technology can pose for cultural practices. I also feel like they found a flaw in the system.
Yeah, I feel like it's based on eyebrow recognition, not anything else.
Hey, if it works, it works. Well
it
done.
ain't stupid if it works, that's for sure. But yeah, this poor monk is like, okay.
I've heard about like fake stick-on beards, but eyebrows is the first one.
Yeah, indeed.
Cool,
at least he got around it, and the payment was able to be made.
Monks have to make payments too.
Yeah, he's got those Brezhnev brows, as Fat Vinny is saying. Yeah, taking us back to the Soviet Union, my friend. We're getting silly here at the Thaiger this morning. Loving it. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sing in My Car still wants us to dwell on the village people. Love it. Why not? All right. Good morning, by the way. What is it? Namteep? Is that what it is? What's the name?
Namteep? Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. Isn't that a water brand? Maybe I'm mistaking that. Okay. Moving on. So we have more stories from around the ASEAN region, guys. So that's it for our Thailand section of things. And now our first stop will be Indonesia.
Yeah.
Now, this is a story we've been following for several weeks now, but Indonesia has apparently secured a $1 billion investment from Apple.
Ah.
So Indonesia has secured, yes, $1 billion in investments from an offer from Apple, aiming to lift the ban on iPhone 16 sales due to non-compliance with domestic content requirements. Investment Minister Rosan Roslani revealed the deal as a first phase, marking a significant increase from Apple's earlier bids, which stood at just $10 million, then $100 billion. We got 10 times multipliers going on. The government insists Apple invests more than in Vietnam, where it has allocated $15 billion for manufacturing. Indonesia seeks local production to boost jobs and attract related investments, aligning with President Prabowo Subianto's goal of 8% economic growth. That's pretty high. With 350 million mobile phones in use, Indonesia is a key growth market for Apple.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, they were playing hardball, and it seems like it worked
they
out.
went from 10 million to 100 million to 1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
How about 1,000 million?
Yeah,
I like it. Well done, Indonesia, man. Indonesia was like, yo, you better show me some cash.
Yeah. I love it. They got Dr. Evil on them.
I'm gonna let you finish.
$1 billion. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
100
Can I also
billion.
add that Indonesia's presidents always have the coolest names?
Prabowo Subianto.
Yeah.
Very fun to say.
And the former president, actually, Jason's bike is named after
Joko Widodo.
Joko Widodo, Indonesia's former president.
Indeed.
Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 Joko Widodo.
Very nice. I like it. I can see the resemblance, too.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. They spent $15 billion in Vietnam.
Yeah.
But Indonesia's a much bigger market. So I think it's smart that they're playing hardball and trying to get as much out of it as possible. And also, this $1 billion is just the first phase, according to them. So still unclear what the full deal is. But their negotiations have been strong, it appears.
All right, let's move on to our next story, taking us to Singapore as Exxon considers selling Singapore fuel stations. ExxonMobil is considering selling its 59 Esso branded petrol stations in Singapore, potentially raising $1 billion. According to Bloomberg News, this move aligns with Exxon's strategy to redirect resources towards higher growth areas. The company, operating in Singapore for over 130 years, also manages significant local facilities, including a refinery and lubricant plant. Now, this would mark Exxon's second Southeast Asian divestiture recently, following its sale of Malaysian oil and gas assets to Petronas in July. Interest from energy players and investment funds has been noted.
I don't know. It's the big boys are playing games. I don't really know what's going on over here, but lots of money at stake. And I wonder what it means for Singapore's energy resources. Recently, Singapore has actually started a project with Australia to basically giant underwater power cables to link up to Australian solar farms.
Yeah.
And Singapore is very much on board with modernizing its energy consumption. So a curious story, and I guess we'll see what the results will be. Aussie Stew focused on the right part of the story. A lubricant plant. Yeah, I'm surprised none of you made any Diddy jokes.
Yeah.
That was totally expected. All right, so on to our next story, which is the crazy one that everybody's talking about right now, and that's we're heading to South Korea. All right, so I have some updates for you because this is really crazy big news, but let's just get into it. South Korea declares martial law amid a political crisis, but then swiftly reverses the call. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law in an unexpected late-night address, citing domestic political opponents as threats to constitutional order. He accused opposition parties of paralyzing government functions and harboring pro-North Korean anti-state forces. Martial law suspends parliament and places media under military control, marking the first such move since the 1980s. Critics warn of authoritarian regression while the U.S. monitors the situation closely. However, Yoon's decision follows heated political disputes, including calls for investigations into alleged fraud involving the First Lady. Parliament was able to convene last night and overturn the declaration, declaring it invalid. And all of his staff has offered to resign. So his entire staff is throwing him under the bus. We're still awaiting some public comments from the president in the wake of all of this. So, a quick 180.
Yeah.
It was declared and then undeclared very swiftly.
What a wild move. I mean, I was reading news stories today. So, the president of Prime Minister or
President of South Korea.
President of South Korea decided that, hey, I need to call martial law. What's a good excuse? Let's blame it on North Korea. People realize that this has nothing to do with threats from North Korea and just because of his own political reasons.
Right, yeah.
And once he was found out, the parliament voted, no martial law. He had to come out embarrassingly and say, sorry guys, I revoked the martial law. His entire team was like, we don't believe in you anymore. We're going to resign. And now everyone's waiting for him to comment.
Yeah.
Are you expecting him to resign?
Yes, I am fully expecting him to resign at this point.
Do you think he'll resign?
I mean,
I know they do that in Japan, but
unclear what I need to look up exactly what the removal process of a president is. Like, can he be impeached and then voted out? Because apparently the opposition party, this is going to be total fodder for them to be able to work with for a long time. Because this appears to have been some kind of tantrum. The excuse that the opposition is harboring North Korean sentiments, I think nobody in South Korea harbors any sentiments of wanting to be more like North Korea or supporting their cause. So pretty wild thing. And also his wife is embroiled in all sorts of corruption allegations. So it seems like it seemed like a move of political desperation that the Koreans came out and protested hard in the middle of the night, which is it was the middle of the night, so to get such a rapid response.
50 years as well. They had. South
Korea has a history of dictators, like in its early history, all the way up to the 1980s. However, it's been a pretty strong democracy since then, and obviously its economy has been one of the success stories of the world in terms of its development over recent years. But fortunately, this regression into martial law tactics was not really tolerated by the public there.
Joffrey says it well. He says martial law sounds like a drunk text.
I hate this.
You know what? They won't listen to me. How dare they question my power? Martial law. Call martial law.
Who's martial law? No. Anyways,
he's the fighter in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
The Chinese guy.
Indeed. What a reference. No. Is it martial law? No, that's
martial law.
Tekken.
Sorry, Tekken.
There you go.
That's the one.
There it is.
Yeah.
The flips. Yeah.
So good. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, me too. One of mine, Eddie Gordo, too. You got to love. Wu-Tang Life says, I bet the North Korean government is loving this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Wait,
It's
Eddie
like
Gordo,
any-
the capoeira guy?
Oh, yeah. Not into the flying breakdance fighting?
Respects to capoeira, but that's not a martial art.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You're a hater. Anyways, I teed you up with one that you'd be interested in here at the end. You ready for it?
Yes. We're going to move on to our last story regarding Cambodia blocking crypto exchanges amid cleanup. How dare they? Cambodia has blocked 16 crypto exchange websites, including Binance and Coinbase, two of the largest, as part of a crackdown on unlicensed digital asset platforms. While apps remain active, the action targets exchanges lacking approval from the Securities and Exchange Regulator of Cambodia. Despite the restrictions, crypto used in Cambodia remains high, with 70% of transactions conducted through centralized exchanges. The move responds to global scrutiny over crypto-related crimes, including a $49 billion fraud. Efforts to develop a robust regulatory framework continue, complicated by disagreements between national financial institutions. How dare they block crypto exchanges with Bitcoin close to its all-time high?
Yeah, I don't know. Like this is the danger for the crypto markets, right? Is how will governments actually respond to this and get involved when its use becomes more widespread? So we're seeing some embrace it, some step away and sort of crack down and have more control over it, which kind of defeats the purpose of cryptocurrency in the first place.
Government just wants control, man.
Yeah.
They just want to control you.
I sure do. Yeah, but what are we gonna do? I don't know.
What are
We'll
we
see
gonna
how
do?
it plays out, Cambodia. Let us know your thoughts. Is this a good move, or are you upset about it?
Yeah. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are some of the stories from across Thailand and ASEAN now. You can find more stories on Thailand on thetiger.com and join in any of the conversations from the stories at
ASEANnow.com.
Thailand's largest English forum. And for now, we'll jump into the conversation in the live chat.
Indeed.